What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Derp States. We have a great episode lined up for you guys today. We hope you had a good week. I don't know. Is there even? It's been a nightmare in
Is there
America,
such a thing anymore as a good week? Fuck me.
right? Like I had somebody at the store the other day, like me, because they watch my content and they're like, "Be safe." I'm like, "Is there such a thing anymore?" Like,
Yeah.
it's gotten to that point. Today, we're going to talk about how Donald Trump has made not Canada, I'm sorry, but China the new world leader, the new
I have
superpower.
made China great again. It is now the leader. It is the best. Number one.
Because Canada just signed a deal with China where they're going to be letting the BYD vehicles, which is the Chinese electric manufacturer that is absolutely incredible. I got some videos to show you guys of their vehicles and their factory, which apparently is larger. Okay, they build everything in house. You could get one of their electric vehicles, like the cheap model, for like $13,000. This is why we don't have them in the United States. It would literally put Tesla out of business and put everybody into an electric vehicle.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, the only reason Tesla is profitable is because of the government subsidies. Musk is just living off of the government tea.
Yeah, he is the probably the nation's largest welfare queen, while being worth $750 billion right now.
No reason for him to get anything.
Yeah. We have some incriminating we have an incriminating letter as well as a very incriminating phone call Donald Trump has been making regarding basically demanding a peace prize. For some reason, he's like a little baby with this. Like, he will not let it go. He is willing to start World War III because they wouldn't give him a fucking peace prize. Like, give me a break.
Over Greenland. Like, keep in mind, it's not like he's fighting for a tropical paradise like Tahiti or the Bahamas or French Polynesia. Over fucking Greenland, the place where the Vikings lived because they didn't want to get attacked. It's so fucking miserable, and no one would go there.
The reason he gives, though, is the absolute funniest part about the whole thing, and I'll read the whole thing to you guys here soon. We're also going to talk about, of course, Minnesota and what's happening there and where Donald Trump has his sights set next. Rumors are New York City, Philadelphia, and Los Angeles. All I got to say is good luck in Philly. You are not going to get a warm welcome there. I can promise you that. Speaking of Philly and LA and New York, actually, I'm trying to plan on going to all three places. Since James is in LA, we're talking about possibly doing some work out there. Mike, of course, is up in Long Island, so we can get to the city pretty quick. And I'm actually working on meeting up possibly with the Black Panther Party down in Philadelphia here in the next couple of weeks.
That's the one I wish I could go to.
Yeah, it's we got a lot of big stuff lined up. So
bring my guns. Let's do it. It's open carry.
Really excited. But Minnesota is the test ground, and some pretty vile shit. I have some more videos that are probably going to piss you off. I do have a fun video, though, of Jake Lang getting the absolute brakes beat off of him. He thought, like, this is a guy, Jake Lang, for those of you guys who don't know, is an insurrectionist, okay? So he thought he would go to Minnesota and do a pro-ICE, anti-Islam rally. And this is the guy who's high on his own supply and thinks all of his Twitter bots are real.
Yeah.
Well, he went and he found out the hard way that nobody supports this shit. And that's what I feel like this is a good time to bring it up again, that online support for Donald Trump is a whole different story than real life support for Donald Trump.
That's crazy you're bringing that up, because I was just listening to Hassan's podcast from yesterday, day before, on this exact issue, and he's saying the same thing. Like, these people are terminally online, so they make one post, gets like 30, 40,000 likes, and then this rally that he had like, what, 7, 10 people? It's just not the same. I mean, because they have no real actual friends, but everything online is just, it's all fed into the algorithm, and it's all botted, and it's all group chatted, so they publish it, but it's just not the same in real life.
Right. And the Twitter algorithm specifically pushes right-wing bullshit like this. And this is the guy who goes out and does Nazi salutes in public. Well, he left Minnesota soaking wet because they were throwing water balloons at him, which is diabolical at 20 degrees. Yeah. He left soaking wet, crying like a little bitch and bleeding. They did not have any mercy on this guy whatsoever. And then, of course, ICE is just a bunch of useless morons that are just completely untrained. They're not soldiers. They look scary. They just look scary. Okay. Most of these kids probably have never even held a gun before. Like they're not special forces. They're not even cops. You know what
Well,
I'm
these are
saying?
guys that can't pass the PT,
Right.
right?
Exactly. Well, dude, they hired a 400-pound ICE agent whose doctor literally sent a note that says, "Do not hire this guy. He's a giant meatball. He's going to die." That's not exact words of the doctor, of course, but I'm paraphrasing.
He used medical terms. It was meatball and arrow esque. That's like
They have
the
ICE
medical term.
agents that are failing open book tests. They have
Yeah.
ICE agents that have open what do you call it, criminal cases against themselves.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well,
We
there's
have,
that.
I mean, the leader of the Proud Boys is an ICE agent. Should I even
Yeah.
say any more after that? You know what I mean?
Well, there's that video that I did where Pacific Antifa on Blue Sky
Yeah.
is documenting all of the CBP and ICE agents that are documented pedophiles, rapists, and child molesters.
It is
And
unbelievable.
the list goes on and on. There was, I think, like 60 in that thread. And then going back to Jake Lang, it's like they keep trying to say that the left is so violent and dangerous, and then they're throwing water balloons at them, which is like kid shit from like summer parties. It's like, yeah, and you got Super Soaker too. Make sure you put that in your tweet. I got Super Soaker, man. It was so violent and awful.
Yeah, and the crazy part is he was saved. He probably had his life saved, I'm sure, because they were going after him in the end there. He was saved by a young black kid. And this is an open racist Nazi.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. All right. So, BYD and what this means for Tesla in the North American region. It's going to crush them. Plus, they're letting the Xiaomi cell phones in, which I was watching some reviews on them. And oh my God, they are far superior, far cooler, and
like
cheaper than iPhones.
It's got like the fucking gadgets that can shoot out a grappling hook or something.
Right? Yeah.
That's what we need. I want that.
Right. I remember James mentioned
a grenade.
James mentioned before the show about spyware. I'm like, at this point, like I trust China with my information more than my own government. Like I don't even care. We have them spying on us 24/7 now. That's not even a conspiracy.
China can probably do less to us physically with that information than ICE can, or our
right.
There's that to take into consideration.
So this is a big deal, and Donald Trump should be worried because we're being cut out of the equation. I don't know if anybody understands that, but America is being left behind. Everybody thinks we're a giant, colossal joke. Our empire fell so easily and so fast. They see the foreign influence in our government and that it doesn't run itself. And like nobody takes Donald Trump's threats seriously. The guy's like a child. He'll wake up one day and threaten tariffs, and then later on that afternoon, when the medication wears off, you know what I mean? He'll change his mind. Right. Nobody bothers to. He's like the boy who cried tariff. Nobody takes him seriously anymore.
The boy who cried tariff.
But here is Prime Minister Carney, I believe, talking about this new. He actually calls it a new world order, guys. So take it seriously. China is the new world leader, thanks to Donald Trump.
Mine is the first visit of a Canadian Prime Minister to China in nearly a decade. The world has changed much since that last
dramatic
visit.
Pause. What the hell was that?
And I believe the progress that we have made in the partnership sets us up well for the new world order.
God.
This diction.
I know, right?
He has all the presence of like a high school drama teacher. It's like, when you do Shakespeare.
He's like the monotone guy.
With Shakespeare, you have to do it from your soul. What in the fuck was that? Is that how I gotta look this up, but that's how he always talks.
I don't know, maybe I don't know. For
like Obama has that thing where Obama likes to go up and then he always comes back down. That's his thing.
I don't know. I don't watch enough videos of him to watch if that's how he actually talks all the time or whatever. But New World Order, take that very serious because China is the country that everybody is looking to now that America has showed how completely stupid we are, man.
We're being completely left behind.
We are. And then Donald Trump's quest for world domination is so stupid. Like you want to start a civil war at home and use the Insurrection Act. So you want to use the military at home, But then you want to take over Venezuela, which we have not taken over, by the way. The Maduro regime is still in place. Like, all we did was take Maduro out, and the VP's there. Okay, you want to take Greenland too, and then you want to bomb Iran some more,
and also Cuba, and
right? And you want to take over the entire Western
Mexico?
Hemisphere. Come on, we don't have the manpower or the resources to pull this off, especially with no allies. It's insane. It's absolutely bonkers. But whatever. It's just a matter of how many people are going to suffer and possibly die as a result of this administration. So, but anyway, let's talk about one of the threats to electric vehicle sales in North America. Tesla's already been in hot water in Canada. But now that BYD vehicles are coming in, I want you guys to see how cool these vehicles are. Now, you can buy one of their flagship vehicles. Let me pull up the screen right now. Hold on 1 second here. Okay, so this is, and it looks nice too. This is a nice looking vehicle, right? You can buy the upscale version for about $40,000.
It's like a total ripoff of like oh God, scroll down again. Let me look at it. It's like a Tesla and a Honda Civic had a butt baby. Like,
it does kind of have the front end of a Honda Civic. It does.
But it's also got those sleek lines of that Tesla bullshit.
But for $40,000, and it goes 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds.
That's $40,000?
Yeah, $40,000. Okay, compare that to like a Model S or even a Model whatever the fuck. What's the other one called? The other sedan?
Is it a Model Y?
Is it the Model, or is the Model Y the SUV? I don't know. Huh. It's stupid. But anyway, this is nice. And all right, so that's just like the family sedan. All right, let's look at some of the other features that they have.
I do want to cover this thing from Cats if we get a chance when we move on to the ICE stuff, because this was a really big event.
Yeah, that was insane. I made a video about that earlier.
Okay,
that's crazy. Go ahead. Yeah, please weigh in on that one.
Not now. Well, I mean, here, let me go back to it. So clue me in on all of it, because I'm kind of catching the last bit of it, but I do know that I guess there's a pastor who works for ICE, and
he doesn't just work for ICE. He runs the Minnesota office.
And then he got confronted by the congregation, and didn't they kick him out? I thought I was reading about that.
I didn't know the rest of the story after they just exposed him. Yeah,
and then Don Lemon covered it, and now they're trying to target Don Lemon. And all the bullshit about the weaponization of the Justice Department is yet again coming full circle. So, like, Merrick Garland, why didn't you just fucking do it? Biden, why didn't you just use SEAL Team 6 and get away with it? Why not? What did you have to fucking lose? I mean, seriously.
Moment,
because now they're going to use the KKK law against a black man. Wow, that's not fucking on MLK Day too. Wow, that's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's so on par for Republicans.
This needs to be a lesson to the Democrats. Just like, go for it.
But that's not very.
Like, they're going to say you're weaponizing everything anyways. So fucking do some good for a change.
Yeah, just do it. They're not following the rules. So why are we? It's kind of pointless. You know what I'm saying? Just Anyway, but yeah, that is pretty tragic. Imagine finding out your pastor is not only working for ICE, but runs the goddamn field office.
But also, there weren't any clues. Like, he's like, God said in the Bible, feed thy. Let's take a break, everyone. We'll come back. Like, there were no clues during his sermons. I don't.
That just blows me away, though. Like, what Jesus are you praying to?
Yeah, right.
You know. White Jesus is shitty. Jesus, I'm telling you, man. Anyway, let's go back to the cars. I'm sorry. Got sidetracked there. But no, that was extremely important. I want to look more into this story. We can probably talk about it tomorrow with Mike.
Yeah.
That's huge. Yeah, you're right. They are now attacking Don Lemon, saying he's like anti-Christian and whatever. It's like, oh my God, dude. The guy was an ICE agent. You can't be an ICE agent at the same time.
Anyone with sense would be anti-Christian, because so much of the awful shit we're seeing is because Christianity was weaponized with Nazism, and now you just have this horrible fucking mix of the two.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty sick. So, all right, going back, what'd you do?
I'm having some technical issues today, guys. I tried to put my phone down and I bumped my goddamn computer. Go ahead.
You're good. No, all right. So anyway, going back to these vehicles. Actually, first I'll play the video. We can talk over it. It's no volume. This is the factory.
Jesus,
okay, these are not factories.
That is a capitalist nightmare. That is like straight communism. Look at that.
These are not factories. This is the BYD factory. It is larger than the size of San Francisco. Look at it. It has its own soccer field. It has its own malls. Its
Why
own
is it
public
that like
transportation.
the communist villa that they're building looks like an actual utopia? What the fuck is going on?
Right? But that's why they can sell their vehicles for so cheap. The residents live there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess it's kind of what you would call a company town in the United States, but you know. But they do all their parts, everything they manufacture in-house. Everything from the bolts to literally everything. They don't outsource shit. So they have very low overhead considering the size of this, but they can pump out a massive amount of vehicles at the same time too. So yeah, I don't know what to make of this.
Literally looks like something from like a magazine of the future. You know, like, this is what the future will look like. Like it looks.
I
like
had to watch a couple videos of this because I'm like, it can't possibly be this big. But no, this is actually where BYDs are made, and this is not the end of the factory either. Like they're still building on.
And that's mainland China.
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. But here's some cool features. Watch this. Watch this. Like this is, I labeled this video, take my money. So you got a big old truck, right? Big old SUV. You got a tiny little spot. What do you do?
What the fuck?
Fucking sideways, bro.
What in the Mario Kart is happening?
Where do I sign up?
What the fucking bumper cart is going on in this video? Holy shit. That's literally, you can't even put like those little tiny, you know, those little tiny four-wheel things you could drive as a kid that go like 2 miles an hour. You can't even park those that well.
That is amazing.
How did it do that? It didn't even move the wheels.
Right? All right. So
what fucking Satan magic is this?
That video blows you away, just wait till you see their sports car. Okay. Oh my God. This is a rich people shit right here. I don't even know how much this costs. I should probably look this up. But watch. This is real. This is real. This is the actual features of the vehicle.
That goddamn Ferrari. Playing like an Avengers theme ripoff too. Dun, 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 dun.
It just jumped over a 6-meter pothole. What the fuck? The car has active suspension. Oh my god. That can do that.
That's some. Very cool looking car too. People are gonna like it just for the visual aesthetics.
This thing is sick. Just stop at this point. You're just showing off.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
That is a hot ass looking car though.
It really looks nice.
And it's not just the looks. Here I have another video we'll play real quick we can talk over. These are just going over the features of it.
Some James Bond looking ass light. You see that shit? This literally looks like a Ferrari, and this is a $40,000 car.
No.
Okay.
This is their sports car. Let me look up how much their BYD. I forget what it's called.
Oh come on!
It gets better. Oh, the U9. That's what it's called.
Rockets activated.
I know.
Would you like to use a blue banana? Or what do they call it? A blue shell in Mario Kart?
0 to 62 miles an hour in 2.3 seconds. Top speed over 496 kilometers an hour. Why?
Like, nearly 200 miles.
That's
small ass trunk space though. Jesus.
That's over 300 miles an hour. That can't be right. That's
no. For how many?
496 kilometers an hour for the U9 Extreme. It says, which is
no, it's over 200, but not 300.
I don't know. Man, that's what it says right in front of me here. I can't find a price on it.
Yeah.
Let me...
By the way, Cecilia, no, I didn't. I appreciate that. Not an earthquake. I'm just very clumsy. Very clumsy.
It happens.
Kendra said, "Oops, where is it?" Kendra said, "China takes care of their people and puts effort to quality of life and infrastructure."
They do, though. They do.
There is truth to this statement, but we're completely whitewashing the genocide of the Muslims out there. So
Right. They're
they were
definitely
also their people, and the way they took care of them was wiping them out. So it's basically what ICE is doing to Americans over here. So there's some truth to it, but again, let's pump the brakes on China as this all amazing nation. That's all.
okay. So this is $100,000 plus
that makes sense.
which makes more sense. But no, it achieved max speed 308 miles per hour. That's
wow.
What in the fucking hell? Why would you?
That's like faster than a Viper. Jesus,
that's crazy.
308.
And 0 emissions at the same time. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, that's the Tesla competitor though, and they are in trouble. So they build cars from 13,000 that go 300 miles on a single charge and are very well equipped to $100,000 plus supercars that go to 0 to 60 in 2 seconds and can jump whenever they want. You can just hop over speed bumps. That'd be great. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, getting over potholes is going to be a huge perk for a lot of people, especially in the States, because we have those. Because instead of our tax money going to fix potholes, it goes to pay Israel's healthcare. Oh, I said it. I said the country.
Word. You said the word. It's okay. It's okay. It's kind of unavoidable at this point, don't you think?
Yeah.
So, all right, moving on. Let's talk about Donald Trump and his he got a shiny new toy. He got a shiny new object. Let me go ahead and pull that up here. He's so happy in this picture, too. So we all know Donald Trump's obsession with the Nobel Peace Prize. And he finally got one, only he got it secondhand. So Donald Trump, yet again, got another participation trophy. And look at that stupid-ass look on his face.
Have you seen
standing in front of what is not the real Declaration of Independence?
Have you seen all the Photoshops of this?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Oh,
it's got like, yeah, okay, let's see.
Yep. So we got the Trump Trophy Drop-Off Center. That's
right.
A good one. I got a few more here. Do not worry. I got Donald Trump winning gold in gymnastics.
That's good. Hadn't seen that one.
He also apparently won Wimbledon too.
Uh-huh.
I just found this one. I thought it was cute. That's kind of what he like. That's what he's acting like right there. And then this one's my favorite. Donald Trump wins gold at Berlin in 1936.
Well, there's one that had Daniel LaRusso from The Karate Kid handing him the trophy.
Oh, I saw that one.
And then I saw an even better one of Sauron and the ring, and it says Sauron gives Trump the one ring as a prize. I thought that was
internet
hilarious.
Never fails. But the reason that they made all those memes as a result of Donald Trump just being the king of participation trophies, it's not the first time he's gotten a fake peace prize. Because you can't just give your peace prize away. It's not how it works.
Oh,
Peace Prize Commission's like, no.
And the parallels. The last person that had their Nobel Peace Prize given away secondhand, getting sloppy second Peace Prize, was Joseph Goebbels. He got it. Really? And if I remember right, he did actually get it from a a Danish citizen who somehow Greenland was also in the picture, if I remember right, reading that. So there's like so many weird. It's like the JFK assassination and the Lincoln assassination. You know, JFK was shot in a Ford. Lincoln was shot at Ford Theater. They were both shot by people with 3 names: John Wilkes Booth, Lee Harvey Oswald. It's just one of those weird idiosyncratic moments where everything lines up.
I got you. So, all right, let's review at least one of Donald Trump's most recent fake prizes, and that is the FIFA Peace Prize, which is not a thing. They made it up to give to this egomaniac. And we're about to lose the World Cup, by the way, just so everybody knows this. Donald Trump is now upset of the design of the ball. Okay. Americans are suffering right now, and Donald Trump's worried about soccer ball design. He's mad that it has Canadian red and Mexico green on it, even though the World Cup is being played in all of those countries. He wants it to be all red, white, and blue. And you'll never guess. But you'll probably will guess. He wants to put his name on the damn trophy.
Of course.
Which
he's like a dog pissing on a bush when you walk it. He has to put his name on fucking everything he passes.
Right. Not to mention he's banned several countries. So those countries, I don't know if I'm sure they can participate, I guess, but they're not going to be able to send reporters.
No.
So all these countries
fans
that are represented in the World Cup, right? Because that's where most people watch. It's one of the most if not the most televised sporting event in the world. So those countries are not going to be able to watch it. So FIFA is going to end up being like, yeah, we're done with this.
Isn't the World Cup being hosted here in LA, or what city is it being hosted in?
Isn't it? Where's the Olympics at? Is that
Well, the
in LA?
Olympics is here, but I
Yeah.
thought the World Cup is here in LA too.
I mean, we're going to lose if once we lose the World Cup, we're going to lose the Olympics too, I'm sure. I don't know if they can even pull out at this point, but why would you send, like, we have in my hometown, we have the Little League World Series. Like, why would you bring your kids from other countries right now for any reason to the United States?
Yeah,
You are not safe here.
You're losing out on so much revenue too, so much tourism revenue, because there's so many spillovers because people need to stay in hotels and then they also need to eat. So they're going to go to restaurants and then they need things to do. So they're going to go to bars. They're going to take tours. They're going to, go see Disneyland. So this is so much revenue being lost. But hey, business communities, congrats, because you were so happy for this, because now you can say the word retard. You guys are winning. You're winning. That's what you wanted, right? You can say pussy and retard now.
Yeah, he voted for that. Yeah.
But you're going to be broke and go out of business. So you got that going for you. God. Fucking imbeciles.
Yeah. MAGA prove every day that they're just subhuman in my comments.
They are.
Horrible.
Absolutely.
All right. So here's Donald Trump accepting the FIFA Peace Prize, which, again, not a thing.
Please welcome the very first winner of the FIFA Peace Prize, the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, Mr. Donald J. Trump. Please.
So weird.
It is totally just like a child.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I guarantee he called him as like, you want to have the World Cup here, you better give me a big shiny gold trophy.
It's Joffrey Baratheon vibes, right? Where he's just having everyone bow down and do everything that he tells them.
That's what it is. It's weird, man.
So pathetic. And to be in that administration, you have to be the most cucked, sackless, eunuch, like snipped, spineless, invertebrate human being, which is why Marco Rubio is there. So it makes sense.
Yeah, you really do. So, all right, let's play some. Well, I'm going to play an incriminating video. And then I'm also, because Donald Trump is basically starting World War III over the fact that he just can't have what he wants. He didn't get a Nobel Peace Prize, so he's now pissed off about it. But here's a phone call that I don't know if you saw this. I'll just play it and we can analyze it afterwards. It's pretty bad.
Go ahead, what's going on?
Because he accepted what you proposed on your message, meaning a ceasefire for 30 days and so on. So he's ready to announce it.
Did you accept also?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Nobel Prize for this.
So may I call you back with him and the others? In 2 minutes, I call you back?
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you can hear it on the phone. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what color his own hair is at this point.
They did that on purpose, too. They did it on purpose to see how he would react. They said that, I believe they were saying Zelensky agreed to the ceasefire deal.
Right.
And Donald Trump's reaction was, oh, all right, give me a peace prize. Like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that this is our leader and that people actually voted for this.
Again, it's just infantile. It's just like everything he does is so fucking juvenile. And it comes back to just the spoiled little kid, just like, oh, I did a goodie. Can I have a cookie? Like, that's his attitude to everything. And even the goodie that he does is not even that fucking good.
No, not at all. Here's some more incriminating stuff. This is real, okay? So do not be like, oh, this is fake. No, this has been verified by several people, and everybody's reporting on it. They sent this letter out saying, "Dear Ambassador, President Trump has asked that the following message shared with Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Store." I can't say Swedish names or Danish names. Be forwarded to, and they didn't even enter the name of the person. They just left your name here.
Oh my God!
So
I didn't see
that. Dear Jonas, considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace, although it will always be predominant. Yeah, okay. But now, think about what is good and proper for the United States of America. Denmark cannot protect that land from Russia or China. Oh, Jesus Christ. And why do they have rights of ownership anyway? Here's where it gets good. There are no written documents, and it's only that a boat landed there several hundred years ago. Asshole. How the fuck do you think the United States of America got started? Some dipshit landed a fucking boat here. Do we not have rights of ownership to the United States then either? But the crazy part is we have military bases in Greenland because they're an ally. They're a NATO ally. And they're even like, you can build the biggest fucking military base that you want. But no, Donald Trump's like, I want to have it for myself. This is idiocy. This is idiocy.
Every time you read those kind of statements, it really needs that Mom Donnie and Mrs. Rachel gif where it's like, where. Like that's every single time he tweets. It's just so unbelievably embarrassing.
Yeah.
To actually read that and defend it, it's pathetic.
The last part's the worst, man. I have done more for NATO than any other person since its founding, and now NATO should do something for the United States. So extortion. That's what we're doing now.
Yeah, we're right on.
The world is not secure unless we have complete and total control of Greenland. Thank you, President D. Signed it, DJT. For fuck's sake.
But at least I didn't use an auto pen. I didn't have the auto pen. I actually had my tiny little hands, and I
hate this timeline, man. I can't do it anymore. I'm going nuts with the fucking fact that we're being run by not just Nazis, but the dumbest fucking Nazis possible.
And just pathetic people. Just unbelievably pathetic.
Here's the thing. Donald Trump's an idiot. His brain is literally applesauce at this point. But there are people behind him. Let's not forget there are some very smart, very diabolical people behind him. Stephen Miller, as crazy as that guy is extremely smart. Okay? His college professors have even admitted as much. So we cannot... Like, we like to laugh about the shit Donald Trump does, but we got to remember there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't even know about. Like, just imagine the stuff that we've seen. We saw a lady got shot in the face and the government covered up for it out in the open. Just imagine the horrific shit they are planning and plotting on behind the scenes, man.
Yeah, they've been getting worse.
Terrifying. It keeps me up at night. That's the stuff that keeps me up at night. Like, the stuff I don't know is what bothers me.
Well, the unions out there in Minnesota have the right thing where they're doing a general strike on the 23rd. And I was talking to my union today and I was saying, guys, you're not doing any favors by waiting for an electoral strategy and he wasn't even waiting he was saying, well, in 2028, when the Olympics are here and the contracts are all lined up, then we can go on a general strike. It's like, my brother in Christ, do you not look out the fucking window? Do you see what is happening here and how fast it's happening? Yeah. You think you're going to be able to do anything in 2028 if you don't do something right now? This is fucking neoliberal thinking. Fight back now.
Right. That's why I keep telling everybody we don't have time. Like we lack two things on the left. We lack funding. Absolutely, we lack funding because even though my name is Soros-funded PSYOP, I don't actually get funded by George Soros. So we'll just, put that to bed right there. But we lack funding and we lack organization. We do not have a leadership structure whatsoever.
Yeah, there's no.
We don't. Our government is not it. We realized that real quick this year and last year that our government does not have our backs, Democrat or Republican. Actually, here I'll pull this up because you had quite a bit to say online about this post of Cory Booker's, who I'm honestly sick of this fucking guy.
This guy, Jesus.
Yeah. Today, I'm taking action to bring accountability to federal law enforcement like ICE. New legislation I'm announcing will require ICE to adopt rigorous training hiring standards. You mean like before Donald Trump got elected?
Yeah, when they were still doing this kind of shit?
Right. So strongly worded letters. Yeah, they need to wear body cameras.
Yeah.
They just don't turn them on. Or they're too busy with their cell phones in their hands recording shit to wear body cameras. Do you know why they record with their cell phones? I don't know.
Because they want to get the clips so they can send it to DHS.
Yeah, we did. Right? We did talk about this because they want to get the viral clips for social media. ICE officers are being told to get your phones out and record clips for social media. That's madness. Madness, especially when you're handling weapons at the same time.
Yeah, well, that's why the guy shot one-handed, which is hugely against regulations. And as you know, people,
man, thank you.
we've shot firearms. So if you're shooting a pistol one-handed under duress, which he claimed he was, yeah, that shit can go wrong very fucking fast. There's so many clips of people online firing one-handed a gun, and the kickback fires the fucking gun. They lose grip of it, and it fires and bucks them in the head.
I watched a video like that today.
Yeah.
I literally watched a video like that today.
But this stuff here with Cory Booker, he is an awful senator, but my God, he would be an amazing performative drama teacher because all that he does is performance art. That whole 24-hour filibuster that he did that led to absolutely nothing. And this just shows the absolute neoliberal brain rot of these people to wear body cameras. My brother in Christ, they had more cameras film Renee Good's death than they put on the Matrix during the bullet dodge scene. Okay.
Right.
They had this whole shit. They had to have like 20 cameras. And that's what we got with Renee Good's murder. And you know what happened? You guys did nothing, Democrats. You did nothing.
Right.
And now JB Pritzker and Tim Walz are all saying, keep documenting. For fucking what?
Right. What else
What
do we
are
need
we
to
fucking
document?
filming for? You're letting them walk. What the fuck are we filming for if you're not going to fucking prosecute these terrorists?
Right. They
What
want
is the
us to
point?
go out into the streets and gather all the evidence, but they don't want to actually use the evidence against the enemy.
Nope, they don't
Got
want to do
it.
fucking
Yeah,
anything.
we are
Vote
risking-
harder. Vote harder, Americans. That's what you got to do. Just
Tell us
vote
about everything.
harder.
Right. And we got to stop adopting. We got to get out of this thinking like we're going to just ride this out until the next election. Because at this rate, we're not going to have one. Donald Trump is on the verge of declaring martial law nationwide. He's on the verge of starting World War III. Both of those things gives him extra power and the ability to just say, I don't want to have an election anymore. And
Well-
it's not like Congress. If he does say that, Congress is not going to do anything about it. They haven't done shit about any of this. We've committed war crimes at home and abroad in the last 12 months.
Yeah. And then
We've
let's
dissolved
say
all of our NATO allies. Like nobody trusts us anymore.
let's say that even the best scenario happens and we sweep the House. We sweep the Senate. We get 2/3 majority in the Senate, right? Let's say we do that. They're still not going to do impeachment.
No.
They're going to do,
cowards.
oh God, but if we're mean to the people who want to kill us, how will we get their vote? And
Yeah.
then they're going to introduce articles of impeachment. And it's going to be nuked by fucking Fetterman, by Schumer, by Booker. They're going to say, oh, this is just not the time. Tim Kaine is going to come out like, oh, we just can't really do this right now. We have to be focused on the economy while people are dying.
even
And what's
worse,
the fucking point?
They're going to take the high road again and be like, well, we don't want to politicize the DOJ. We don't want a weapon. Like, fuck off. We need Nuremberg trials, bro.
Yes. Nuremberg is the compromise. Any Democrat who is not willing to do a Nuremberg trial needs to be lined up on the wall with the fucking Nazis, as far as I'm concerned. And that includes Cory Booker, Chuck Schumer, and John Fetterman, just to name a few off the top of my fucking head.
Yeah, I would like to see people locally even tried for assisting ICE, because I have a shiny new Department of Homeland Security building in my hometown now. I live in a city of 35,000 people. We don't have a crime problem. We don't have an immigration problem. We damn sure don't need DHS in my backyard. And I got more and more people reaching out to me locally now that my videos have been going viral and giving me tips and having me look different places. So I'm going to be all over the place. Plus, I'm pissing off my hometown by buying scary masks. I think we're going the wrong approach. We've been going up. We're happy. We got inflatable frogs and all that shit, which was fun for a while. But I think we need to start going scary. I think we just need to look terrifying. Because think about it. That is all that ICE has going for it, because they're not trained. They're not cops. They're not military. Okay. They just look scary. And they have big toys. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they have weapons. Yes, they have gas, which we'll talk about here in a second.
Well, I mean,
but
for me, go ahead.
The biggest factor is fear. That is
Yeah.
the whole point. Fear and subjugation. They don't want us out in the streets. If we
I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Fear Factor. You're going to be fighting an ICE agent today.
we need
I'm
to be
Steve-O.
angrier.
He's going to kick me in the nuts.
Oh my God. We need to be angrier and louder. And which we've been saying that from the start, though. But anyway, moving on. Let's talk about Minnesota.
Well, I want to jump
Go
on
ahead,
that.
go
I
ahead,
do
go ahead.
think there is definitely value to be in the scary aspects of things, but I think it plays into the optics. And this is not the optics of like, oh, you need to not have Mexican flags. You need to have American flags at protest. I don't buy that shit at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the simple fact is that people looking at that shit, seeing people in black bloc, you're not going to be like, maybe Antifa isn't actually the good people here. I don't know. But the other guys have Nazi tattoos on their neck. I don't know who to like.
Right. Honestly, though, I don't care about those people. They can go
well, but that's we're in an information war. So there is value to taking in consideration. Here's my plan. I still want to wear my frog suit while I open carry an AR-15. How fucking dope and silly would that look in my fucking frog suit? And I got an AR-15. I've got like a bandolier. Like I'm looking like Chewbacca.
Done that yet, bro? That would be epic. But I mean, more and more people are showing up with their weapons.
As we should.
Minnesota.
That's what needs to. And you notice the ICE doesn't do shit out there. When the people are open carrying, shit doesn't go down there.
No, not at all. But I do want to share some numbers with you from ICE. This is in 2025. Okay, this is from the Cato Institute, which is a very right-wing institute. So these numbers should favor Donald Trump, but they are not. 5% of people detained by ICE have a violent criminal conviction.
Yeah.
5 out of 100 people, 100 people's lives were ruined, and 5 of those people had a violent criminal conviction. 73% had no convictions whatsoever. Never wrote a bad check. Never got in trouble with the law.
What's happening?
Law ever.
We're being shut down. Oh, 73%. You froze for a second.
Right. So,
can you hear me?
Oh, I did. Did I?
Oh
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, there we go.
I can hear you.
I thought we were being intercepted by Schmidt Reel. Okay, let's go.
no, yeah, my internet.
We're getting shut down by DHS.
A little blip. 73%. I'll just repeat that for you. Had no convictions whatsoever. So they're not targeting the worst of the worst. They're not even going into bad neighborhoods. They're going into suburban neighborhoods where families live.
And those 5%, if I remember correct, most of them were still like traffic violations and like minor shit, like non-violent bullshit, right? Of those 5%.
Well, the 5% was actual violent criminal convictions.
Oh, it was. Okay.
73% had no conviction whatsoever. So what? That 28% in between had some conviction, but non-violent.
Those are the ones that like they had a marijuana pipe or had, again, a bad parking ticket or some shit like that. It was fucking nonsense.
Saw an interview.
It was a smaller criminal record than fucking Lauren Boebert has.
There's a story. I'll have to look up the video where they interview the husband. His wife got deported because she wrote a $20 bad check like 10 years ago.
Yep.
Fixed it in court and everything. But that's who they're calling the criminals.
Yeah.
Like you've never done anything stupid in your life. Come on.
There was another guy who had a marijuana conviction, again, non-violent for a very small amount from 20 years ago. And they kidnapped him for that. For 20 years ago for marijuana, which is legal in nearly half the bloody states now.
Yeah.
Like we have said for a while, they're not going into the fucking actual places where drugs are being dealt. They're going into places, again, where kids are, because ICE is the paramilitary wing of the pedo cabal of the MAGA party.
Right. And they are hiring white supremacist groups, 3%ers, Oath Keepers, verified that Enrique Tarrio works for ICE. Your tax dollars are going to help a traitor make 6 figures a year and have the job of his dreams.
Fun
I don't know
fact,
about you,
though,
but I'm thinking tax straight. I'm done.
I've been saying it for years. The fun fact about the $50,000 signing bonus, it's not paid out until 5 years of service.
Right. You get $10,000 a year, but if you quit, you owe that money back to the government and guarantee they can, and the federal government can dox any wages, take money out of your bank account. You're fucked. So if you quit 3 years in, guess what? You owe them $30,000.
But you just know that so many of those MAGA guys went in for their first paycheck at ICE, and they're like,
no idea.
But we're 50,000. You say I have 50,000. My check light. You see this? I can pick it up, and I failed PT. This is a light check.
Right. Or they don't have any clue that it's a loan, basically. And if they quit.
Yeah.
And I love how it's 5 years. Like, so after this term is over, basically, and y'all don't have immunity anymore.
And they're all in the Nuremberg trial.
Good luck, guys. But I just want to give you an example of the people that ICE is going after. Here's one.
Staff across, political ideologies. This is not a political thing to them. This is about one of their coworkers, who's been taken.
Public Works Director Sean Kershaw says one of their employees was detained by immigration agents last week.
And he was detained by ICE purely based on his country of origin. He had every federal authorization to be here, which is something we check at the city of St. Paul.
The department is not naming or sharing where he's from, but says the man worked as a snowplow driver in the city. Kershaw maintains he was legal.
All the proper documentation.
This is a good one by Ann.
Worked for the city. I can't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so putting that on a shirt. I am so making merch out of that. That is
that's good.
Fucking perfect.
That's good.
I can't ejaculate. Oh my god.
I think, and you win the internet today. You
Isn't
have
that
won.
It's like one of those
an actual trophy that Trump is now. I want her trophy. She won the internet. I want it. And you must turn it over to me now.
It's like one of those moments where I'm actually mad that I didn't think of that myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, Jesus. Yeah. So I'm convinced they all have either micro penises or just they're all
100%.
raging, angry closet homosexuals at this point. I don't know.
100%. But with that video, like you're saying, they're going after regular everyday people, and this it's actually been somewhat radical because there's been videos out of Minneapolis where people who have identified as MAGA, who have said they voted for Trump, are now out there at these protests.
Oh yeah,
because then they're like, this is not what he said. Really? What
tried
they're
to
saying
tell you,
is,
but- yeah, right.
this is not what he said he was going to do. And so, yeah, instead of them picturing, some hardcore vato, man, I'm got a Uzi, that kind of shit. No, they're literally going for like, would you like an empanada? How about you, sir? Would you like one? Oh, I've got papusa. And then they're like, yeah, that's my neighbor. You're kidnapping
Here's
them.
the thing you got to realize at protests is there are people in the protest against Trump that voted for Trump. You have to realize that. I can guarantee, I know there is for a fact in my area. They're just not going to come out and tell you I voted for Trump. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try.
That'd be an unpopular confession.
Right. Yeah. Wear your MAGA hat while you have a fuck Trump sign. That'd be great. Yeah. But here's just.
Okay, go ahead. Do we still have the Jacob Lang video? I want to make sure we see a Nazi.
It's coming up.
We need to end the show with a Nazi getting beat the fuck up. That we need a pick me up. Let's do it.
Definitely. All right. We got 13 minutes. All right. Yeah. So here's just another example of the dangerous criminals that ICE is going after. Here you go.
Oh, this is the Hamon guy, right?
This is the old man they drag outside in 20-degree weather in his boxer shorts.
Who, by the way, was a U.S. fucking citizen. No
he's
conviction.
Also, he was also in the shower, so he's actually soaking wet.
Jesus. There needs to be.
God damn it, man.
There needs to be a study. How do they find him? That's what I'm trying to. I know that there's all the Palantir tech and everything. But like
they know exactly where we're at all times.
But his citizenship, he was a citizen. He is a citizen.
Mm-hmm.
No convictions. So why did he come up on their fucking? I mean, obviously they're Nazis.
Wow.
You have to wonder where in the paperwork trail. They're just fucking stupid. They saw Hamon on his fucking nationality and they're like, all right, let's line up, guys. We're going.
We're like, look for any name and doesn't look.
Tuck your micropeens in because it's not going to fit in your cup. Let's do it.
But just so you're also aware, this next video is terrifying because imagine you're sitting at home, you haven't committed a crime like most of the people that ICE arrests, and this happens because they can now violate your Fourth Amendment right and just bust your door down without a warrant. They're lying to people saying they have warrants and they're not going to show them. One guy was like, I have a digital warrant. Okay, sure, buddy, whatever. If they don't show you a warrant signed and notarized by the judge, do not open your door.
And again, let's picture this, though. How effective would that be if they knock on your door, you say, do you have a warrant? They're not going to answer. You're on private property. I am armed. My neighbors are armed. And we've got more people coming over here that are armed. You need to leave now. That is the response that we need from Americans. Liberals, you need to buy guns. Fucking shut the fuck up about your whole, but I'm just scared if I can do one properly. No, buy a fucking gun, get connected with your neighbors and protect each other. Because I guarantee you, if that's what happens at every single one of those raids that ICE goes to, you're going to see them not make their $3,000 quota or 3,000 arrest quota.
And there's no way they're going to be able to convict because they obviously violated the Constitution. No judge or jury is going to uphold that. But I mean, seriously though, think about it. If you're in the middle of the night sleeping, personally, me, if I hear somebody trying to knock my door down and I haven't committed a crime, first thing I'm grabbing is my fucking gun.
Absolutely.
I'm not waiting for anything else.
Yeah. And they struck down open carry here in California. So you can bet your ass I'm going to fucking rallies and I'm going to be fucking strapped. I'm not going there unarmed anymore. Fuck this shit.
It's too dangerous to almost, you know what I'm saying? But here's just a perfect example of Donald Trump's Nazis violating everybody's rights. They're doing door-to-door raids.
See, again, there's what, 5 guys? So you've already got a fortified position in the house if they're armed. You're going to have 2 to 3 people indoors with guns. And all those people, there's got to be, what, 10, 15 people out there in the streets against this? If they're all fucking lying. Yeah, look at that. If all those fucking people had fucking guns, this wouldn't fucking happen.
I hate to
It
agree with you.
wouldn't fucking happen.
Actually, I don't. You're right. That's why they're not going to mess with like the Black Panthers, or they're not going anywhere near anybody. They're not going into bad neighborhoods. That's why I know ICE officers are getting laid out in the streets. You think they're going to Compton? You know what I'm saying? No.
To what Fightback is saying here, yeah, they get you at work, so sure, maybe you're not going to be armed, but some places you can have your gun in your car. Get someone to get your keys and make sure you have your rapid response network. And they've all got their guns and they show up outside of work.
There are other ways.
They're just standing there. They're just standing there.
Have some mean to protect yourself. Taser, pepper
look,
spray.
Think about this. There have been legitimate cases where ICE has given up trying to arrest someone just because of those kinds of protesters, right? People surround them. And they get
and they weren't even armed.
So they just let them go. They're not armed. So imagine what we could do if we were armed. We need to be the militia they talk about in that Second Amendment. Liberals, buy a gun, get fucking trained.
Yeah, I mean, if they're this is the moment the Second Amendment was written for. Let's be real. This is the moment the Second Amendment was written for. And I guess I'm not a liberal. I'm more of a leftist because I do believe in the Second Amendment. I believe you should all be able to protect ourselves in a crazy world like this. I wish I didn't live in I wish I lived in a world where I did not feel the need to own a gun. You know what I'm saying? I would rather have that. I would rather have that, but we don't. We don't. We live in a very crazy world where Donald Trump has his people shooting people in the face in broad daylight on camera. And getting away with it. So, like, this is not normal times.
This is also a crucial point because so much we need to occupy their time because the more that they are trying to cattle protesters and chase people down in the streets, the less time they're doing this door-to-door shit. The less time they're raiding farms. This is why we need to be occupying their time.
Right. I watched a video the other day where an group of ICE officers was trying to get some guy at a gas station, and some girl walked up with her camera and was like, just asked, like, "Excuse me, guys, do you know where such and such is?" And they're like, "No, man, we're not interested." But she distracted them long enough. The guy got in his car and hauled ass.
Yes, that's what we need
I was like, that is what you need to do. Disrupt.
That's the energy we need to bring.
There are peaceful ways to fuck with ICE. I'm sorry, but we have to. Let's go to Jake Lang. We got a few minutes left.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Jake Lang went to Minnesota and found out the hard way that Twitter bots can't protest with you. And he got the shit beat out of him. He really did. He literally left bleeding, crying, and soaking wet. So I have a video to show everybody, a little montage of how it started versus how it ended.
A few inches later. A few moments later.
That kid is trying to save him, by the way.
Yeah.
A few minutes later.
But they're about to rip him apart. No, he's actually bloodied up. He got a big old gash in his head. Whap. Smack. It doesn't end there.
12 seconds later.
Is that him? This is still him?
Open the door!
Jesus.
Oh, this went all the way to the car. They were ready to rip this guy apart.
Jesus. No, okay, so don't do that for the record.
Yeah, I'm not
Very
encouraging
dumb.
that. However,
don't do it. No, look at that. This is how you, one, get run over, or two, you don't know if they have guns in the car. That is not smart.
Yeah, you're definitely putting yourself at some additional risk at that
That
point.
is not, no. I mean,
Never
you've got
put
a crowd of
yourself in
people.
more risk than you're willing to be in.
Yes, if you have a crowd of people, absolutely hound them, harass them, yell at them. But if they're in a car, that's where guns get involved. And if they don't have a gun, they can drive you over. So
right, they are
be
driving
smart.
a
Don't
3,000
do
to
that.
4,000 pound object.
Alan Watkin, great comment here. But he'll do the Insurrection Act if you're all armed. Alan,
He's
my
going to do
brother
it
in
if
Christ.
not.
What
He's going
is
to do
he?
it if we're not.
He's already doing it.
Right.
Look, I'm not meaning any disrespect to you, Alan, but I mean, are you seeing the same stuff that we're seeing? Because it's already happening, my brother.
It is.
Did you not see the footage we're playing? That is the Insurrection Act. There is absolutely nothing different than him signing a piece of paper and saying, I invoke the Insurrection Act, except when that happens, then we can challenge the legal process. And then there's a whole nother fight to delay them and bog them down. So, and again, he's not going to do it. He's a bully. If you push back, he caves. So yes, we need to be armed.
Here's the thing though. The Insurrection Act is for the military only. It has nothing to do with ICE. So he can order ICE to do whatever they want, which is what he's doing, which is essentially invoking the Insurrection Act, only using ICE to do his bidding. But I want to show you just the tactics. So they are actually committing war crimes. Here's a video of some ominous green smoke that got me curious, because this is not normal CS tear gas.
Looks like something out of the fucking Batman.
Okay, so I got
walk through that and
curious.
become the Joker.
You know me, when I see things that don't look right, I look it up. So yeah, allegedly some people on the ground found some canisters with the markings HC on it, and so I looked up what that means. It stands for hexachlor. I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher this. Hexachloroethane smoke.
I was gonna say hydrochloric, but yeah.
It's a chemical mix that can produce toxic byproducts like zinc chloride, which can irritate respiratory systems and damage lungs with heavy exposure. It is extremely controversial when used against civilians because of its health effects.
Jesus, yeah, that's not something. Well, that's No Turtle Soups. That's Amanda Moore. She documents this stuff a lot. She probably has a thread. Let me see. When do you know when that video was taken? Maybe I can see if she talked about it.
I don't know, but yeah. So they're using nerve gas essentially, which is awesome. They have no problem killing us, guys. They have no problem with it, or torturing us, or making us miserable. They really don't. Like, at this point, you got to make a choice where you stand and how far you're willing to go with all of this.
Yeah.
Obviously, you see, we're kind of all in on this. So, but we don't expect everybody else to be as well. It's not realistic. But just to show you that ICE are complete morons, they left behind some of their ICE vehicles. And, well, Minnesota decided to go ahead and rummage.
I heard about this.
We'll say rummage through them a little bit. And this is some of the stuff that they left behind. Holy shit, guys. This is just, again, they're hiring complete idiots.
It's the ICE agent vehicles that were parked on the street in the shooting. They had to leave their cars behind because they got surrounded by protesters. One of the ICE agent vehicles got broken into, and I found this paperwork. It has a list with FBI operation info. It's got full names of FBI agents, phone numbers, emails. There's maps on where they're staying, where they're holding immigrants. There's hotel names in there. There's judge names. This paperwork has people's full names.
This is a gold mine of intel right here.
Operation posture. Operational posture. This is how they're supposed to stand and how they're supposed to handle protesters.
They have to be reminded how to stand.
You gotta be kidding me.
Do they have an instructional in there how to tie their shoes too?
You gotta be kidding
how to stand?
Yes. Yeah, so on top of operational information, they also have instructions on how to look tough.
Oh my God. It's like shit written by the Little Rascals, you know?
Right.
Oh my God.
Just to show you how untrained they are. They're like, okay, wait a second. Now I know I'm supposed to do something here. Hold on. Yes, stand aggressively. Mask on. Yes. Okay, good. I got it.
What does the manual say for when they throw shit at us?
Right.
Oh, ow, fuck.
Snowballs. I don't think we
There's
covered
nothing
that
in here about
screening.
snowballs. What do we do? Abandon your post. Flee for your lives. Leave the cars behind.
Run for it, guys. They got us.
For the hills.
They didn't talk about this in the manual. All right, guys. That's all we have for today's show.
I think we ended that on. That was a good way to end it right
way to
there.
end the show. Join us again tomorrow for another episode of The Voice of Reason with Mike at 9:00. Love you guys. Thank you for all the support. And don't forget, we got a lot of stuff lined up this year. Should be a big year. It's going to be crazy. And just be as safe as possible, I guess. I'll say it that way. Love you all and have a good night.